I've been watching this video while I've been trying to work out how to go about finding all the people involved in the setup further up the chain. And I've just come across a video discussing the new expanded version of the Investigatory Powers Act that is currently being abused by local councils such as Peterborough. As I've been complaining about. Let's just read what I can see on my TV screen that isn't watching live TV broadcasts. Safeguards. Right, so middle bit, this is the bit I'm focused on. It is also still not known precisely how all these agencies access the data that is accumulated, or what restrictions are in place beyond a broad brush double lock authorisation process that requires a former judge, a judicial commissioner, or JC, that's got to be Justice Commissioners, isn't it, to approve a minister's approval. So a minister is your local MP. They have to approve its use, along with a judge, a former judge, judicial commissioner, like the ones that sign your court papers when you haven't paid your council tax, that sort of commissioner, judicial commissioner. So the ones who are enabling the corruption and theft from us of our benefits are being managed and having these powers sanctioned by them. A report published earlier this month by the Investigatory Power Commissioner. So, right, I'm going to play it now anyway, because I've been looking into this subject, so I want to know who's working with the Chief Commissioner of Chief Constable of Cambridgeshire, who authorised the charges. Obviously, you know what I've said about the Investigatory Powers Act being involved as well. The attempt that's already been made to try and section me. Now we're at the imprisoning attempt stage. So let's just press play, but we go back a little bit just so you can see what I've been watching, because I'm getting to the bottom of what I'm looking for. And when I've got those people who are involved in it, I will be taking action.
And they would be added to another 50 plus agencies.
50 plus agencies.
Including the Food Standards Agency, Gambling Commission and NHS Business Services Authority. Safeguards. One of the biggest concerns remains that there are insufficient safeguards in place to prevent the system being abused. Concerns that only grow as a number of people who have access to
Environmental Agency Office as well.
It is also still not
bonfires.
Precisely how all of these agencies access the data that is accumulated, or what restrictions are in place beyond a broad brush double lock authorisation process that requires a former judge, a judicial commissioner, to approve a minister's approval. A report published earlier this month by the Investigatory Powers Commissioner's Office was set up to oversee the spying law covering 2018, gave the entire process a clean bill of health when reviewing a self-contained process brimming with self-congratulation. We have been increasingly impressed with the advantage.
So basically everyone's fears about the Act are being proved right now. It is being abused.
First, undertaking a review of warrants, and second, having retrospective oversight of the use of investigatory powers. The report noted judicial commissioners regularly ask the inspector to focus on particular issues during the latter's oversight visits, and the inspectors similarly
It's being used for suspicion of a crime, not for fighting serious crime. It's being used and abused
2018 was a year of transition, but only
to make people compliant.
That was a result of the fact that the law had to be changed because it had been found to be illegal, since it did not limit the public authorities' access to retained communications data solely for fighting serious crime. It was the second time the law was found to be illegal in part, and last year the entire law was challenged as being incompatible with human rights law.
Now you know why I'm challenging, and I want everyone involved who's been using it here. Not interested in the rest of the country, just the ones that have been messing with my life, using that power.
It was encouraged by the fact that it is clear that there are only a few refusals by the judicial commissioners of the applications they considered. The Investigatory Powers Commissioner's Office then immediately defended.
So if your arrest is sanctioned and issued by a chief constable,
there's a failure by the judicial commissioners to provide rigorous scrutiny of the applications, it was said. Nothing could be further from the truth. These applications only come to Investigatory Powers Commissioner's Office after there has been detailed multi-layer consideration within the organisation requesting the authorisation and applicable the warrant.
Yeah, smoking medical cannabis is antisocial.
There was no indication in the new memo that
just thought I'd get that in now.
The Investigatory Powers Act, surveillance powers.
And the police have been telling my landlords I'm antisocial, giving them reason to evict me if this little setup court case works. I'm livid. If I lose my home, someone high up in the tree is going to lose their homes.
Progresses through the parliamentary process. Worried yet? Let me know what you think in the comments. Big thank you to Patreon supporters Adi, Audrey, Bill, Carl, Chris, Cotwatch UK, Danielle, Dave, Dean, Holly, Ian, J, Marty Ladd, Mr. Mina, Peter, President Trump, and Rich. Your support is genuinely helping me to continue putting out these daily reports. Anyway, that is all I have today.
There you go.
Share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will.
Let's see what the original one was about.
We'll of course update you, even though the force are asking anyone with information that could assist them. They've failed to release a picture in order to help people know who he is. But I suppose then again, he likely wouldn't make it to the court if his image was released. The police service of North on Tuesday the 23rd of June, charged with 5 counts of indecent assault and 1 count of rape. Derbyshire, who is based at the Worcester Police Station, has been suspended from his role whilst on bail and awaiting his court date. As soon as I find more information on this, I will of course update you, even though the force are asking anyone with information that could assist them. They've failed to release a picture in order to help people know who he is. But I suppose then again, he likely wouldn't make it to the court if his image was released. The police service of Northern Ireland have recently clarified the only reasons you can leave your home in Northern Ireland during the lockdown. Although recently updated guidance has been issued in England,
this bit's funny, but I'll let you see the timer so you can check it out for yourself, otherwise I might get copyright striked. Yeah, Northern Ireland's going to kick off soon. Because, like this guy's just about to say, the executive branch of the Northern Ireland government are going further than the British government's going in what they're allowing the police service of Northern Ireland to do, which the Orangemen and the IRA will not tolerate because it's a Crown directive by loyalists and royalists. So there you go.